Hey, how's it going everyone? Brooks Gatewood from B Videography with another venue review video. Today I'm going to be talking about Elmwood Farms, which is in Williamsport, Maryland. It's about 15 minutes from Hagerstown, 35 minutes from Frederick, and an hour 20 from Baltimore and DC. The venue is a one-stop shop, meaning you can get ready there, have your ceremony and your reception all in one location. A few pros for me were llamas, Letty, and the actual area, the grounds. They had llamas at the venue. I just thought that was cool. If you would like to take photos and videos with the llamas, you can just let them know ahead of time and then they'll have a few cleaned up for you so you can do it. And then Letty. Letty is the wedding coordinator at Elmwood Farms. So when you book a wedding there, you get a wedding coordinator. Letty was our wedding coordinator for the day and she was amazing. She was super helpful throughout the whole day. She wasn't too pushy or in our way, but at the same time, just helping the day be on time, there for anything we needed. When I first arrived on site, she walked me through the whole house, showed me where everyone was, where everything was, and she even had the rings, the shoes, and all the details in one spot for me, so I didn't have to bother the bride. And then the last pro was the grounds. So within Elmwood Farms, there was so many spots to take videos and take photos. You didn't have to walk too far to get to the different locations. It was kind of just whichever way you turned had a really nice backdrop. So we're able to switch it up a lot without having to walk too much. The only con that I would say about Elmwood Farms would be the lighting for the reception. The dancing was supposed to be outside at first, but they brought it inside, which ended up working out better for us. Just because it was cold outside. But if the dancing was outside, I didn't see any lights out there. So if you're getting married there or if you're filming a wedding at Elmwood, maybe just reach out beforehand and see if they're planning to have the dancing outside. If they do have lights, make sure you bring your own so you can light it well. And then the inside, it was a little tough to get the walk-ins for the reception, because where the wedding party walks in, they open the barn doors, they walk in, and it was a little dark inside and super bright outside, so just that backlight made it a little harsh to film. But that was it. Everything else was great. Elmwood Farms uses their main house for the wedding party to get ready. This was my first time at Elmwood Farms, and I was filming Olivia and Mike Schmidt's wedding. Awesome couple, great day, fun wedding party, and all the girls were on the main level. They had a big room, a bunch of windows. They got their makeup and hair done in there, and then when it was time for Olivia to get her dress on, she went upstairs. There was a bedroom there, well lit, and it was a little tight, but we made it work. I worked alongside with Sarah Houston. She was the photographer for the day. She's awesome. I've worked with her a few times. Really fun, really talented. So we stood outside the door to get wider shots, went inside the bedroom to get some tighter detail shots. Worked out really well. And then Mike and all the guys were in the basement hanging out, which was nice because they're on different levels. You're not gonna accidentally see the bride before the ceremony. So there was one room. It was a really cool vibe. It was all these stones and a bar. It's kind of like this old school bar feel. And then there was another room with a pool table, couches, and a TV where they all were hanging out. It definitely seemed like a man cave down there, so that was cool. And then the ceremony location was to the left of the house. There's this open field there, and when I got there, the chairs were already set up. The ceremony was set for around 150 people. There could have been a lot more chairs because it was an open field, so that has a possibility of way bigger, or if you have a smaller attendance, it could be smaller, obviously. The aisle was nice because there was a door from the basement that came out to the grass, so there was this long walkway that you had, so for video and photos, there's plenty of time to get your shot for each one, and then obviously it was very nice for Olivia because she had this long walkway down the aisle to see Mike. I already talked a little bit about the grounds, but there was many locations to get photos and videos. So we got to change it up between the wedding party, the family photos, and then the couple photos. There was in front of the house, They brought in this old school truck for the wedding. That was really cool. And then along the driveway, there was a soybean farm. Behind the farm, there was this cornfield farm, so lots of different locations. The sun set nicely in the back, so we were right by the cornfield during that. It was beautiful. The only thing to be aware of is way behind the farm, there's a neighborhood going up. So when you're shooting, just make sure that you don't have that in the background. I started to get some in some of the shots, but you see it and you just turn a little. And yeah, it all worked out great. The reception area I talked a little bit about. It was cold that night, and since it was a farm, they had all these propane fire heaters, and it warmed the place up a lot. Like when you stepped outside, it was totally different, and they even had the barn doors open the whole night. So it felt nice and warm in there, and they had the dance floor in the center. Family style tables throughout the whole area, and then the couple table right in the center. It fit 150 people comfortably inside, but if you do get married there and you have a larger attendee size, I would ask how many they can fit. I don't know off the top of my head. That wraps up this venue review video. If there's anything that I missed talking about, or you want to hear more details about certain things, just comment below. I'll make sure to fit it in the next venue review video. Letty and Selena, the owners of Elmwood Farms, thank you for having us out. I hope to shoot again. If you're looking for a outdoor farm venue, one-stop shop, I highly recommend Elmwood Farms. And I believe they even offer packages where you can rent out the whole location the entire weekend, Friday through Sunday. No other weddings there, so you have it the whole time. You can even have your rehearsal dinner there. Highly recommend it. Awesome venue. I hope to shoot there again. Thank you for watching, guys.